It's a season of a ripening heat. Every fruit and along with every mind gets ripened well. Welcome once again to News Analysis. News Analysis, a weekly magazine on current affairs. To begin with the main points in a nutshell. US set to allow drilling without needed permits. Cameron coalition full ministerial team to be named. Anand is world chess champion again. FBI arrests 3 over New York bomb inquiry. Chief Justice of India, Justice K.G. Balakrishnan, retires. Plus 2 results published. And now the news in detail. Scientists say the size of the US oil spill is still not estimated. 2 weeks ago, the US government put out a round estimate of the size of the oil leak in the Gulf of Mexico, 5,000 barrels a day. Repeated endlessly in news reports, it has become a conventional wisdom. But scientists and environmental groups are raising sharp questions about the estimate, declaring that the leak must be far larger. They also criticize BP for refusing to use well-known scientific techniques that would give more precise figure. The criticism escalated on Thursday, a day after the release of video that showed a huge black plume of oil gushing from broken well at a seemingly high rate. BP has repeatedly claimed that measuring the plume would be impossible. US set to allow drilling without needed permits. The Federal Minerals Management Services gave permission to BP and dozens other oil companies to drill in the Gulf of Mexico without first getting required permits from another agency that assesses threats to endangered species. And despite strong warnings from the agency about the impact the drilling was likely to have on the Gulf. Those approvals, federal records show, include one of the well drilled by the Deepwater Horizon rig, which exploded on April 20, killing 11 workers and resulting in thousands of barrels of oil spilling into the Gulf each day. Hitching hopes on a subway. The trains arrive with a whisper. The doors slide open and a puff of refrigerated air confronts the city's summertime miasma. A bell dings, the doors close, and the train whisks its passengers to the next stop. This sequence of events might seem utterly ordinary on train platforms in Berlin or Bangkok, in Stockholm or Singapore. But here in the sweetie heart of India's northernmost megacity, the runaway success of the city's almost complete subway system, known as the metro, is a feat bordering on miraculous. And it offers new hope that India's perpetually decrepit urban infrastructure can be dragged into the 21st century. The Delhi Metro managed to defy just about every stereotype of urban India. It's scrupulously clean, impeccably maintained, and almost unfailingly punctual. Its cars are the latest models, punctual and complete with air conditioning and even power outlets to let commuters charge their mobile phones and laptops. Its signaling and other safety technology is first rate, and the system is among the best in the world, urban transport experts say. Despite cheap fares, less than 20 cents for the shortest ride and about 67 cents for the longest, the system managed to turn an operating profit. In a country where government projects are chronically delayed and budgets are busted, the metro is on track to finish its 118-mile network by fall, right on schedule and within $6.55 million budget. Metro's performance has been outstanding, said Pranab Sen, India's chief statistician whose government department keeps track of delays and cost overruns. India's romance with the village, which Mahatma Gandhi believed was the most suitable environment for human development, is partly to blame for the decrepitude of Indian cities. Uniformly, India's cities are a mess. Bangalore, India's high-tech hub, is strangled daily by traffic that has already eroded its image. Mumbai, the commercial capital, is riddled with overcrowded slums. New Delhi, as the capital, is alone among India's largest cities in having control over its own money and destiny. The metro is most visible example of that advantage. Cameron Coalition full ministerial team to be named. David Cameron is expected to complete his government team as the coalition enters its third full day in power on last Friday. More Liberal Democrat MPs are in line for jobs, in addition to their 5 cabinet posts and 6 middle-ranking ministerial roles. Mr. Cameron is due to visit Scotland, where he will meet First Minister Alex Salmond and other party leaders. Meanwhile, Foreign Secretary William Hague will visit Washington for talks with U.S. counterpart Hillary Clinton. Mr. Cameron announced the latest swathe of appointments on Thursday, with Nick Herbert made Policing Minister, Damian Green becoming Immigration Minister, and Grant Shapps appointed Housing Minister. Alan Duncan becomes an International Development Minister, while Hugo Swire goes to the Northern Ireland office. Among the Lib Dems, Sarah Teether was named as an Education Minister, Nick Harvey as Armed Forces Minister, Jeremy Brown as Foreign Office Minister, and Steve Webb as Work and Pensions Minister. There are expected to be 20 of the party's 57 MPs appointed at all levels across Whitehall departments. Nigeria ex-governor James Ibori arrested in Dubai. One of Nigeria's most influential and wealthy politicians, James Ibori, has been arrested in Dubai. The former governor of oil-rich Delta State is accused of stealing funds worth $290 million by Nigeria's EFCC anti-corruption agency. Last month, police were attacked by Mr. Ibori's supporters while trying to arrest him in his hometown. 4 years he has denied corruption allegation, but is also wanted by the police in the UK. He is a senior figure in Nigeria's ruling People's Democratic Party (PDP) and played a key role in the 2007 presidential election victory of Umaru Yar'Adua, who died last week. Anand is world chess champion again. Viswanathan Anand, the world champion, took advantage of a major error by Vasyl Topalov to win the 12th final game of their title match on Tuesday in Sofia, Bulgaria. The match had been tied at 5.5 points apiece. In addition to the title, Anand receives 1.2 million euros, about $1.5 million at current exchange rates. Topalov's share of the prize fund is 8 lakh euros, or about $1 million US. Indian Grandmaster Anand became world champion by winning a tournament in Mexico City in 2007. He last defended the title in a match against Vladimir Kramnik, a Russian, in October 2008. Topalov, a Bulgarian, is a former world champion. He lost a bitter title match to Kramnik in 2006. The match between Anand and Topalov was hard-fought, partly because Topalov invoked a rule for the contest that forbids players from offering draws to each other. The rule, named after the city where the match was being played, ensured that there would be no short draws. As the match wore on and fatigue took a toll, both players began to make mistakes with greater frequency. FBI arrests 3 over New York bomb inquiry. U.S. authorities investigating the attempted bombing in New York's Times Square have arrested 3 men during searches over 4 U.S. states. The Justice Department said they were being held over alleged immigration violations after raids in Maine, New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts.